Well, I guess kind of the first question, whose idea was it for you to flip over to tight end?
It was mine. Yeah. No, I just was ready. I knew that it was something that I wanted to do. I kind of missed the offensive side of the ball, and I was kind of at a point in my career with injuries and everything of kind of like with the old staff, whether or not, is it time to hang it up or what? And I just knew I couldn't walk away from the game without knowing I didn't try, and it's been a really great move for me, and I'm loving it right now.
So did you just, when Coach Rogers and the new staff arrived, did you just say, hey, I want to play tight end? They said, yeah, absolutely, let's do it.
Yeah, so at first, so I did just tell them that. I said, hey, what would you guys think about, taking me on as a tight end and giving me a shot through the spring? And at first they didn't know. They were like, hey, we'll let you know. We don't really know. We got to look at the roster, see if there's enough space and that type of stuff. And then it ended up kind of being a wild story where I didn't think that I was actually going to be a part of the team. I ended up showing up here like the day before classes, had my locker cleaned out, like everything, was ready to just go home, train, and then put my name in the portal in April and then see, if I could get a look somewhere and then, go play tight end somewhere else. But I knew the coaches were up on the 5th floor, and so I just walked up there. I was like, I have nothing to lose. So I walked up there and walked around the corner, saw Coach Rogers, introduced myself to him. I said, I know we talked on the phone. You said tight end probably wasn't going to work for me here. And he was like, wait, hold on a second. And like kind of looking me up and down, kind of happy to see me. And then called Coach Myers. Coach Myers came down the hallway from his office, looked at me, and was just like, hey, man, what's your name? I'm like, I'm Hudson Cedarland. And they're like, hey, man, welcome to the tight end room. So it's a pretty wild story, like when you really think about it. But I'm just so blessed to be where I'm at. And it's totally a part of God's plan right now. And I'm just happy and grateful to be here every day.
I mean, how do you feel like the transition's gone so far?
Yeah, I think the transition's gone great. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm making good progress along the way. I've only practiced, today was practice 12 days as a college tight end. So, I think I'm taking good steps in the right direction. And I'm just excited for the more opportunities that I can get and just trying to make the most of every opportunity that I do get.
So you were that close to just like walking away for good, at least from here.
Yeah.
So what made you want to give it like another one last shot?
I just knew that I couldn't not walk away. Like I couldn't not stop playing the game without knowing that I didn't give it one more shot at tight end. And I knew that's something that I've always wanted to do. And then even when I was here playing linebacker with Dickert's staff and everything, I kind of knew deep down, kind of missed the offensive side of the ball and just kind of knowing that could be an option down the road, especially just battling injuries and then, making good steps and maybe almost being the guy and then getting hurt and then dropping back down the depth chart. It just kind of always felt like a battle to get to where I needed to be. So I was just ready for a change. And, and thankfully the staff was willing to let me make that change. So I'm very thankful for that.
Did you play tight end in high school or anything like that? Or okay.
Yeah, so in high school I played a little bit of everything. I was, wide receiver, running back, wildcat quarterback, just kind of give me the ball, let me score. So I miss that a lot. So I'm very happy to be on the offensive side of the ball again.
Has it been about what you expected, or has anything kind of surprised you about that transition so far?
Yeah, no, it's been about what I expected for sure. Blocking's a big thing. Just trying to fine-tune my technique, continue to get that better. Route running, same thing, just fine-tuning those little details. I think most of it has come naturally to me. It's just more just trying to, perfect it the best that I can and just, like I said, just continue to fine-tune it, show up every day, rep, and just, repetition is going to get you to where you want to be. So, yeah, that's what I would say about that, yeah.
What do you need to get out of this last week of practice, not just individually, but you guys as a team?
What would you say? Can you say that one more time?
What do you need to get out of this last week of practice?
Oh, yeah. I think after coming into this last week of practice, I think as a team, we just need to continue to just rally together. I think we love this. I know collectively the locker room loves this new staff. And, Rogers, he's a great leader. I love that he's all, he's business. We're here to play football. There's not a lot of flashy stuff. And I really respect him for that. And he's going to tell you straight up how it is. And I think this next week of practice will be huge for us, is just fine-tuning details, not a lot of install, just trying to perfect our craft as a team. And then obviously going to the spring showcase, having a good time, just flying around, playing with each other.
What do you love the most about playing offense?
Man, I would say obviously catching the football. But I will admit, I didn't think that I would love blocking as much as I do. Like I do. It is good to like get a good down block and seal that defensive end and running back, and that's a really, really good feeling. But definitely catching the football, getting yards after catch. So yeah, those things.
Working with Zevi, just how would you describe him as a quarterback and as a person?
Yeah, no, Zevi's a great quarterback. I love that guy. He's a great leader for us on a team. He's always pushing us to be better, always pushing us to be great, and he's always there for help. There's been times where I'm reviewing the script before bed for the next day's practice, and I got a question. I just shoot Zevi a text, hey man, in this look, when I'm motioning here, exactly what route combo are we getting to in this combination and all that type of stuff, and he'll hit me back right away. So just very grateful for him. He wants everyone on the team to succeed. You know what I mean? He's not a me guy. He wants everyone on the team to be the best that they can be.
For Coach Rogers, how would you describe him, and kind of how has the mood changed for the program?
Yeah, kind of like I said earlier, like he's just business, and I love that. And he's, we're here to win football games, and that's the mission. We're not here to be a 6-7, 7-6 team and make a bowl game. We want to win games and make the college football playoff and make a run at the national championship. And, some people think that's far-fetched and all that type of stuff, but we definitely are in a situation where we're able to do that. And so why not? Why not give everything that we got to go do that? And so I think that's the mindset with this staff and with this team. And, that's what we're setting out to do this next season.